Is it a tough adjustment for you being someone that's such a playmaker, getting used to tendencies and the spots that everybody likes it at with such a new group?
Yeah, you just gotta. The more you play with the guys, you gotta learn where they like the ball, what areas and stuff like that. But with the new system coaches are putting in, we're still all just trying to find our spots.
How was it going through your first camp here in Sacramento?
Going great. Going great. Weather's awesome. Coaches are doing a great job. Guys are full of energy, so it's great.
Does it, because you came in the middle of the season last year, does this feel like a fresh start, like a complete reset, especially with the new coaching staff?
Yeah, of course. It feels. I would say it feels completely different. Like a lot of new faces.
What do you think you're excited for most, being able to spend the full season, getting to know new teammates, coaches, things like that?
It's definitely easier, to play once you get to know your players more and more. And the more games we have, the more practices. Going through a training camp is going to help us a lot.
How is your relationship with De'Aaron, both on and off the court, sort of developing that chemistry?
It's great. It's great. Both of us are trying to do what's best for the team. We're in training camp. Everyone's just trying to learn everything the coaches want us to do, and hopefully this afternoon practice we get to play up and down a bit, so it's going to be more fun on our side.
He's talked about learning to play off the ball more.
Yeah.
I imagine moving with you, and what are you seeing from him in that way? And is that you guys developing some comfort?
Coach really wants us to play off the ball in general, and if Fox and I can develop our two-man game doing that, it's going to be even harder to stop, because when it's just pick and roll, eventually it gets easier. It gets easier to guard after a period of time. But if we can develop an off-ball game, then it's going to be really tough.
You talked about getting up and down the floor a lot more. I saw some highlights last year of you taking the ball up the floor. What do you feel about your part of the transition game, how you can fit in with a speedy Fox and other?
I think it's great, because sometimes I can push it, he can push it. We got a lot of athletic wings out here, so it makes it easier for me to find other players or finish myself. Since we got shooters now, they might not help as much.
How comfortable are you trying to make an impact off of the ball on offense?
I'm comfortable. It's been my game as long as I can remember. And here I'm just having a bigger stage to do it.
Do you feel like you're having to play catch up since you missed all the time working out with everybody before camp started when you were off in Europe?
Not really. This is day 2 of training camp. Everything they did in summer is you can't imitate it. We come here, they're explaining everything from scratch. So not really.
What is your thoughts on your perspective of playing with Kevin right now? You're going to be hitting him on that wing a lot.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. He's a knockdown shooter. He can also play the pick and roll, and that's what I'm most excited about. He's a smart player, and I feel like we're both going to help each other on the court.
Domas, last year you guys were, I think, 27th in defense. In rebounding. How do you get these guys to rebound with you? I know you're a great rebounder, but in order to go up the ranks, you got to get everyone involved.
Everyone has to be involved, especially nowadays in the league. Everyone's crashing. There's no transition. Everyone's just crashing in. So it's tough because you're in a play and you're in the help side or weak side, or even in the pick and roll, and then suddenly everyone's crashing in. So just got to get that stamina up, where you just got to always find your man.
What's it going to take for this team to be better defensively?
Energy, focus, just pushing ourselves to be better. Coach is putting in all of his defensive rules. They're pretty straightforward, and I think that's going to help us.
Do you have a game early next week? It's a preseason test. Do you just feel that it comes at the right time, or I know you're not controlling the schedule?
As players, we're happy. The more games we can get, better. And that's where we can really. That's more like a practice for me, I would say, because it's real defense, real game. Then you really see where you're messing up or you're doing great, and those are real live reads. So I think it's going to be good for us.
Is it tough for some guys in camp, and especially in that first week, especially guys who are established and know they're going to be here, to show a physicality in camp, whereas when you go up against opposition, you want to show that physicality?
I guess, you definitely want to save your body sometimes, especially as a big guy, and be banging all training camp, but at the same time, we're trying to change the narrative here and lead the team to better things. So with Fox and I, we got to show that since day one.
Rashawn thinks you guys will fit really well together. What do you think about pairing in the front court with him?
I think it's great. I think there's definitely going to be times where coach is going to want to use us together. I don't know how long, in minutes or quarters, and we're going to try and do it to our best ability. Now it's training camp, so there's a lot of players, but as the roster gets decided, I feel like we will practice that more.
What are your impressions of Neemias out there on the court? He's a big boy.
Yeah, I think it's great. He's improved a lot over the summer. He's worked really hard, and I'm excited for him. Hopefully he gets an opportunity to show what he's been doing.
You've heard about the playoff drought here and how long everybody's kind of waited to get back there. What have you kind of allowed yourself at all to think about what that might be like to be a part of kind of a special run if you guys can do that?
You know, it's everyone gets asked that question, but it's a new year. We're a whole new team, whole everything. Everybody has that same goal, is to come and have a successful season. And by doing that, if we also break this streak, obviously it would be really special, and it would mean more.
Thank you, guys.